So, is that cheesy enough? So, I wanted to put together a quick video for you guys to kind of talk about the next strength cycle we're jumping into. So, if you've come at all this week being the week of April 15th, kind of rolling through April 20th, we've been doing some testing, right? Some 5-rep max testing for our lifts. What we're doing here, or what I wanted to do here, is give you guys the kind of bird's eye view of what the next 3-ish months are going to look like. I don't intentionally keep members in the dark, but I wanted to give you guys, the full scope of what's going to happen here, because there will be times when this training is really, really enjoyable, and there will be times where you're like stuck down in the mud, you're feeling really down, and everything's really heavy. So oftentimes when you can kind of see the forest for the trees, you can get through those ugly, gross times when you know there's something cool at the end there. So the goal here, or the idea with these next 3 months, is to have us train for a specific test or a specific event, and I'll get into more what I mean here in a second. The test, quote unquote, will be the CrossFit Football Total. So has nothing to do with football. It is a 1-rep max in the following lifts. It's a power clean, a back squat, a bench press, and a deadlift. You lift as much weight one time in those 4 lifts as you can, add it all up, and that is your total. The way the schedule kind of shook out, kind of looking at when I wanted to start this and how long the progression would take and where it ended up, the final week or testing week would be the week of July 4th. So the idea that we kind of had was to make this like a big community event, right? Normally on July 4th, we just kind of shut the gym down. We do one horrible, awful Metcon that's like 30 plus minutes. You guys are getting crushed, and then you're out. What we were thinking more this year is maybe change it up and have an event where this is like a charity-inspired event. So maybe there's some kind of fundraiser where it's, you get people to donate $1 for every pound you lift, or 50 cents for every pound you lift, whatever. We haven't really ironed the details out there yet as far as like the specifics of that event, but we thought it'd be really cool to have this training cycle have a tangible, like real life event at the end of it. So it's not just like, well, I'm just going to the gym and like doing my 5x3 power cleans, right? You're going to the gym because there's an event at the end where you're like, okay, if I'm not accountable to myself, I may not be able to raise as much money, or my buddy might beat me out in fundraising or in lifts. So giving you guys that kind of tangible real life event at the end, I think will be really rewarding for you and will drive you to do it. I'm going to hop in on this. I know you guys are always, are you going to do this programming? I'm going to do it. So if I flounder, you guys can make fun of me and laugh at me and berate me for being short and weak. But let's get into a little bit of specifics so you guys have a really good idea of what's going to happen the next 12 weeks. That's how long it is, 12 weeks. General layout. There's going to be 4 lifting days a week. Yes, it's a lot, but I know you guys have done the Texas method in the past. Super demanding program. Those 4 days, the lifting is going to take anywhere from 15 to, on the really long days, we're trying to hit some like higher volume, like more skill-ish stuff. It might take 25, 30 minutes. So the 12 weeks coming up, we're going to have a very dedicated strength portion on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then the Metcons are going to be short and nasty, right? We're going to really try to ramp it up a little bit on those Metcons on those 4 lifting days. We'll give you that longer partner style-ish Metcon on Wednesday. And that may fluctuate, just kind of like looking at like what the weeks look like. There's weeks where we're really, really high in volume and intensity. There's weeks where we're not. So the Metcons aren't going to be like 6 minutes only. Okay, before I lose everybody, we will still be doing your classic CrossFit style Metcons, varying from short lengths to longer lengths, like in the 20-ish minute range. So before I lose you, we're definitely focusing on that strength portion, but we are not going to lose sight of what you guys come here for. You come for that physical preparedness. You come for that physical fitness. We're not just ditching Metcons to just hit barbells. Trust me. The 4 days of that week, though, the general structure there. Normally on Monday, there's going to be a squat variation. usually a back squat paired with a press. So that could be a horizontal press, like a bench press, or a vertical press, like a strict press or something like that. Tuesday, we're gonna deadlift. We'll pair that with some kind of upper body pulling movement. So that might be a chin up, might be a pull up, could be anything like that. Like I said, Wednesday will be an off day as far as strength work goes. Thursday, we're gonna hit a second day of squats. Usually it's gonna be a varied stimulus from Monday, right? Monday might be heavy and really low volume, and Thursday is gonna be more like a hypertrophy style day where we're hitting some higher reps or maybe higher sets, working maybe on speed of the lift. And then we'll also pair that with another press. So if we bench pressed on Monday, we'll strict press on Thursday or vice versa. And then Friday, we're gonna hit some cleans, right? Power cleans. And then we'll pair that likely with another upper body pull. So might be pull up, might be a chin up, and then some kind of like step up or lunge variation just to kind of keep us athletic and coordinated. I don't want to lose sight of that, right? You guys aren't strength athletes, absolutely. But strength is huge for you guys. It is the rate limiter for everything we do in the gym. If running, box jumps, pull-ups, handstand push-ups, even something like a double under, right? If you're not strong enough and tense enough to bounce up off the floor, you're not gonna be able to do them efficiently. So we're gonna buckle down, focus on strength for a little bit. But like I said, we're not losing the Metcons. Now, kind of hinted at it already, right? That culmination of it, we're gonna have that charity event at the end. Be on the lookout for more details there. We're still kind of fleshing out how we want that to look, what charity we want to donate to, how we want to structure or something, structure the donation style. So none of that is concrete yet, but the program itself is concrete. The culminating event has just yet to really take shape. Last little thing. This is more like a housekeeping thing and something that I wanted to do for you guys because I really enjoy the service and I think you guys will really get out of it, or get a lot out of it, is we're gonna deliver the programming two ways. So number one will be just the tried and true. It'll show up on Zen Planner every night. When you open up your phone the next day as well, you'll be able to see what we're doing, right? It'll have the warm up, it'll have the strength, it'll have the Metcon at the end. I also want to deliver just the lifting program itself to you guys through Train Heroic, right? So if you did the challenge or the Beat the Resolution Challenge in the winter of last year, you guys are very familiar with this software. It's awesome. What it is, it's a mobile and online service that delivers programming to an athlete's phone. It's great because it has a really, really good performance tracking system, and then it also has a interface where you can see videos of the lift. Zen Planner does a lot of things really, really well, especially like on our back end and then tracking y'all's attendance and stuff. As far as performance tracking, it's awful. It leaves a lot to be desired. So I wanted to give you that second avenue because there's going to be a lot of days in the strength cycle where we are hitting percentages based off of lifts from weeks past. Zen Planner is just, they have missed the mark and have yet to really fix that there, which is fine. It does the job for our gym, but for this cycle, I wanted to give you guys the option to use Train Heroic. You do not have to use it. I'm not going to make you use it. I will say, if you do use it, you'll probably have an easier time tracking all of it. It's really, really easy to use, and it's great because in the off event that you're not at the gym, maybe you can only make it to your Anytime Fitness by the house, or like you're on vacation and have access to weights. If there's a movement you're not sure of what it is in the program, in the strength work for that day, there's gonna be a video linked in there, like I said. So you can go in, figure it out, maybe make some kind of modification on your own and get the work done. Whereas Zen Planner, you have none of that. You're just looking at words on a screen and you have some kind of data entry where you can put in the weight that you hit for that day. So that's something that I'm excited to offer to you guys. Again, it's gonna be free, won't cost you anything. You guys will get more details about that in an email coming over the weekend. So be on the lookout for that. And then, like I said, though, this is totally up to you whether or not you want to use it. I get that it's another app on the old phone that you probably don't want to download, but highly encourage you to do it. I think it'll make this even more rewarding. And ask anybody who did the challenge. If they hated the app, don't buy it. Or don't buy it. Don't download it. But I would be surprised if anybody came back with any kind of negative review. Other than that, I'm excited to see what you guys can do. Like I said, I'm going to be hopping in on this with you guys and trying to get super strong and super fit. If you have any questions, ask me or ask Chris. We're really excited for the next 3 months and see if we can throw together an awesome community event for you guys. See ya.